After 2 terms and nearly 3,000 days as New Jersey's governor, Christie today gave his last State of the State address in Trenton. He talked about some of the accomplishments, at least according to him, that he's made over the 2 terms as governor.
We have helped the private sector create 334,400 new jobs. And this year, 2017, that just passed, 108,252 new businesses were created in New Jersey in 2017 alone, an all-time economic record for our state.
And it was an interesting reaction that he got from the crowd. Some of the lines got some partisan applause and some did not. Let's break it all down. We've got our A-plus panel here. Some folks that have been around for the past 8 years and know just a bit about politics in New Jersey. Frank Luna joins us. He's the Chief of Staff in District 4, Congressman Tom MacArthur.
Hey,
welcome,
Bill.
Frank. Good to see you. Jeanette Hoffman, Republican strategist. Always good to see you.
Thanks, Bill.
And Bill Caruso on the other side, Democratic strategist. Bill, I'm going to start with you.
Yes, sir.
It was interesting today to listen to the governor. He went through all his accomplishments, thanked the people that he needed to thank. But the Democrats, and this is what I took away from the speech, sat down when he said we got the state moving in the right direction. Or
Yeah,
at least didn't stand up with the Republicans.
And for these types of speeches, that's not necessarily uncommon, right? You see this partisan response, but I think typically for this one, right, with the outgoing governor of the opposite party, you're not going to see a lot of love. There was some bipartisan support and some love on specifically things that I think are more middle of the road. But this governor gets a big incomplete on a lot of these big things that he's talking about. And I think that's what you saw coming back from Democrats.
Jeanette, what do you think? As a Republican, I mean, I know Christie has made it very hard, I'm sure, for you over the past 8 years to have to defend him as a Republican. But it is a good point. I mean, my takeaway is things could have been a lot worse. Your taxes did go up, but not as much. Well, Camden isn't that safe, but it's not Ferguson.
So,
really?
Well, all right. So this speech is meant to be a victory lap for Christie, and that's exactly what it was. Of course, he's not going to talk about his shortcomings or missed opportunities. He's going to talk about what he's done to get our state in a better place than we were 8 years ago. And I think you would agree, Bill, that the job creation setting records in New Jersey, more people are employed now than ever in New Jersey's history. The tax cuts, all the economic initiatives that Christie.
To be honest, though, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I give Kim Guadagno a lot of credit for the job creation and cutting the unemployment rate. While Christie was out running for president, she was in charge.
No, absolutely. Kim Guadagno gets a lot of credit of doing the job of governor and working with corporations to bring them here and create jobs in New Jersey when, you know, Governor Christie was out of state.
One line in 14 pages.
That's typical.
Frank, it seems to me that he didn't mention the State House renovation. He didn't mention the gas tax, didn't mention the book deal, didn't mention the fact that he helped line his friends' pockets like Jeff Chiesa. There's a lot missing in this speech.
I think any politician, as they're going towards the end of their term, they're going to talk about the positive things that they view and want to see as their legacy. And the thing that I think a lot of folks are missing, he's been dealing with an overwhelmingly strong Democrat legislature through all of this. So, yeah, things could have been a lot better than they were if a lot of the Democrats came along and helped out in doing things like making the cap stronger so property taxes didn't rise and cutting spending. And, you know, he had to work with Democrats on a lot of this stuff.
But, Bill, aren't things worse? I mean, look at Atlantic City. You're dwindled down to just a few casinos now. And the big headlines over the past couple of days are that other casinos may close because we have 2 casinos opening. Only in New Jersey with 2 new casinos, Hard Rock and the Old Revel, opening. Only in Jersey would that be bad news.
That's where I come back to you and I say this is incomplete or maybe not as rosy a picture as we look. I mean, Jeanette makes this point that, you know, this economic record, yeah, but you got to dig deeper into this. These jobs are not great jobs. We have good employment right now, but we have people that are underemployed.
But come on, we were losing 200,000 jobs when Christie.
And any job is a good job to someone who doesn't have one when they get it.
Without question, but we lag behind our neighbor in New York. We lag behind our neighbor in Pennsylvania. We are more akin economically to places like Alabama and Mississippi. And I don't think New Jersey residents want to celebrate that.
On a side note, our own Allison Gormley caught up with Governor Christie just walking to his car.
Right place at the right time, I guess. It sometimes works out.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How'd it go?
Great. Yep, feel good.
What's next?
What's next?
Yep.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I got 7 more days in office, and then we'll worry about what's next.
Perfect. Thank you.
Finish first, and then worry about what's next.